I cannot believe how you would turn around and try to send donations to a pro-Israel think tank, dude. It is
the
crazy.
Worst thing that I've seen the H3 podcast do so far, and that's obviously saying a lot. They are scamming people into donating for Palestine, except it's not actually donations for Palestine. It's not donating to like a charity like the UNRWA or the PCRF or something like that. No, it's donations for Palestine that they are soliciting, which go to a pro-Israel propaganda organization. So in that podcast episode from today, Ethan Klein had a talk with Ahmad Fouad Al-Khatib, who is like this pro-Israel Palestinian who says, you know, Palestinians are at fault for all of their own misery. Israel does nothing wrong. And he works for the Atlantic Council Propaganda Organization. He's basically like the one guy who these Israelis prop up as their like token, look, a Palestinian who agrees with us sort of guy. So he always does the rounds. It seems like they can't find any other. But this video isn't about that. I'll probably be covering that on my stream this week. This video is about something that's even worse than that, if you can believe it. There's a part of this stream, timestamped and called Donate to Palestine, in which Ahmed solicits donations for a project of the Atlantic Council, which is explicitly actually pro-Israel. And Ethan Klein is calling it Donate to Palestine. And Ahmed himself also tried to imply this was donations for Palestine, rather than literally just throwing your money at a pro-Israel think tank / propaganda organization. So here's that segment. See, Donate to Palestine. What's he got to say? Let's check it out.
As I work at the Atlantic Council, where I am a resident senior fellow, but also I run Realign for Palestine through the Atlantic Council, and I have a we have like our own standalone website, realignforpalestine.org. There is a donate button. And yeah, so like you're certainly folks can donate there, but also I would encourage folks to.
By the way, I need you to understand, Ahmed Al-Khatib has written for Barry Weiss's The Free Press. Israel killed 31 of my family members in Gaza. The pro-Palestine movement isn't helping. Over the last 2 decades, Western activists have only made things worse for my people. Barry Weiss also, again, is a agent of Hasbara. This person basically works for the state of Israel. Maybe not directly, but pretty much as directly as you can get, okay? Unlike the many anti-Zionist Jews that you know that are not tokens, no matter how much Ethan Klein claims that they are, this is a token. And he's a paid token. He uses the death of his family as a way to literally do propaganda for the state of Israel. It is insane. There are other versions of this as well. You have the John Aziz, the peace poet or whatever. That's another one of those guys. There's a couple of these dudes. Some of them are more depraved than others. Obviously, the most depraved version of this is the son of Hamas guy who was a Mossad agent. Yeah. Ahmed Al-Khatib, the as a Gazan, I love Israel Gazano, who gets paid by the Israeli lobby and is a literal torturer of Palestinians, wrote a deranged screed calling me a Nazi and implying I'm some foreign agent. Let's be absolutely clear. Ahmed Al-Khatib is a disgusting Zionist Gazano asset, beloved by Western media because he launders their Zionist propaganda with a Palestinian face. And unlike his deranged smears, I can easily prove this. Ahmed Al-Khatib first became known as the go-to as a Gazan I love Israel huckster through the Atlantic Commission. To the Atlantic, commissioning him to write pieces for them. Okay, this is the Atlantic. Jeffrey Goldberg's prison. Norman Finkelstein writes for the Counterpunch. Okay, the Atlantic is run by, if you guys remember, Jeffrey Goldberg, who you might know his name because he was recently in the news because he was in that group chat on Signalgate. And if you recall, I told you very much about his background as an Israeli concentration camp guard. Okay. Anyway, Ahmed Al-Khatib keeps getting invited to CNN, MSNBC, The Atlantic, and other Western liberal mainstream media to be their little pet as a Gazan boy to launder all their grotesque smears. And he got his entire career as such from a literal Israeli torturer and killer of Palestinians who writes about Palestinian children being killed with utter genocidal glee and joy. That's Goldberg that Z is talking about here. And if you want to understand further, if you look at Yeah, I went to UCLA campus last night and spent a few hours there before the police dispersed the encampment. I wanted to see the pro-Palestine student protest for myself and get a sense of the atmosphere, energy, and students, as well as the movement's focus and the desired goals. You're a hero. May God bless you and protect you, says Batya Unger Sargon.
To consider the World Food Program has a Gaza Appeals page that is dedicated just for here.
What is this? Project Unified Assistance? Ahmed asked to interview you when he was talking to Ethan. Please do and put him back in his place. No. Yeah, dude. So that they can cut more propaganda to be like Hasan talks down the Palestinians who don't love Hamas. I'm never going to give him a platform. He already has enough in liberal media. What's next, dude? Should I talk to members of the Israeli state as well and normalize their positions too? Get the fuck out of here. Project Unified Assistance is a nonprofit organization based in San Francisco. Primary focus is a proposal to establish humanitarian UN-operated airport in the Gaza Strip. PUA believes the lack of an airport in Gaza infringes on the human rights of Gazan citizens to move freely. Okay, this is correct. I don't understand. Like, this is, he founded it as an American humanitarian activist who left Gaza in 2005 as a State Department-sponsored exchange student and was not able to return due to border closure and political instability. Read organization. I mean, this is, ironically enough, this is one of the goals of Hamas, for the record, is to have an airstrip again. I don't get what you're talking about. You don't find the timing suspicious? Read organization. Wait, why? 2015? I don't know. He left in 2005, the year Israel pulled out. Oh, you're saying, isn't it suspicious when he left? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. When Israel pulled out of Gaza. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's a collaborator, yes. I mean, he writes for the Free Press. Like, yeah, he is a collaborator. Oh, anyway.
I'm going to give you the page that is dedicated.
So you can see here that Ahmed Fouad Al-Khatib recommends donating to his own personal vanity page on the Atlantic Council website before he even mentions an actual organization that does something for Palestinians, the World Food Program. He sort of phrases them like they're the same thing.
For sending food just for Gaza. And they are incredibly capable.
Oh, that's great. What is that's so the world?
Yes,
world
I just dropped it.
So send us both links so we can put them in the description.
Okay. I sent this.
Check out Ahmed's org Realign for Palestine here. It's linked in the description. So let's go to the Realign for Palestine website. This is a website that's literally just pro-Israel talking points, anti-Palestinian talking points, set up to like masquerade as a pro-Palestinian website. And front and center, you go here, donate to the movement, you click it, donate today to stand with us in building a future rooted in hope and dignity. Each contribution strengthens the movement for peace and self-determination. You might notice this is not tax deductible. It's not donating to a charity. It's literally just sending your money to Ahmed Fouad Al-Khatib and the Atlantic Council. And this is marked as Donate for Palestine. And it's in the description of the video. After 2 years, the stalwart pro-Palestinian Ethan Klein finally attempts to raise money for Palestine. And he sends it straight to a pro-Israel think tank. And it has like this thing of like quotes from Palestinians who support it. And they're all from Ahmed Fouad Al-Khatib. It's literally his personal vanity website in which he solicits donations for himself. This is disgusting. This is absolutely gross. This is foul. What more is there to say about this? This guy solicits donations for himself from people who think they are donating to Gaza. What more can you expect from a dirty, disgusting collaborator like him? And what more can you expect from Ethan Klein? By doing this, Ahmed Fouad Al-Khatib and the H3 podcast are literally stealing food from the mouths of starving Palestinian babies. And that is not an exaggeration. Ghouls.
I mean, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy to be like, oh yeah, well, you know, it's feel good. It's feel good. We did our job. We gave some money. What's bad about peace? You know, that's probably like the next stage in this. If you were to try and defend it, it is shocking. Genocide. Anyway, now that I've shown you the depraved side, here is an opportunist who is moving away. Here's an opportunist who is at the very least moving away from the wrong side as he sees the writing on the wall, as he sees the attitude shift from broader Western public. Piers Morgan is now taking to task members of the Israeli state as though they are Hassan Abi Piker in the early months after October 7. Never did I think I would see this day where Piers Morgan would be, by way of, by way of being a careerist, but still, Piers Morgan would be on the right side of an issue, and Ethan Klein would be on the wrong side of said issue, and the issue being Israel doing a genocide.